little nervous, and then I opened it and I was astounded because I was like, it's even better than I thought.
Let me see it. Hold it up.
So pretty.
Oh my gosh.
He was like, wow, this is really special and meaningful. And he's like, you deserve it. And I wouldn't change a thing about it.
Watch me set this colorless 2-carat sparkling diamond. This is the ring that I'm working on right now behind my bench. I'm actually making 2 rings to include the wedding band as well. And you get to come behind the scenes as I set this absolutely gorgeous 2-carat round diamond in my signature seamless halo. But this particular halo is a cushion shape around the round diamond. So this type of halo, it's one of my specialties, and when you see the typical style of this design on the market, you'll find out why. In order to make this design right, the halo has to be seamless. It all comes down to that, setting the halo diamonds super close to the center stone. So everything on this ring has been created to be micro-fit next to that diamond. And to do this, we scan the diamond, make sure that all of the measurements line up perfectly with the shape of the halo to ensure that there are no dark gaps. And that is what is going to maximize the amount of sparkle on Carrie's finger. Okay, let's dive into making this ring and watch until the end, because I'll also share my conversation with Carrie after she received her ring set, so you can hear directly from a client about what it was like to create a custom ring. I think it's nice for people to have a sense of how my client interactions are, because I often don't get to meet you in person, since the majority of my clients are from out of state and find the videos online. Oh, and if you're new here, hi, I'm Vanessa from Vanessa Nicole Jewels, where I create custom diamond rings for clients all over the world. So let's dive in now and see how this beauty was made. This is how it looks right after being cast into white gold before applying the sparkle and shine. All of the diamonds have been positioned in place, so now I'm bending the micro prongs over the diamonds to ensure they're perfectly secure. I've just finished setting the smaller diamonds, so now it's time to set the heart of her ring, the colorless 2-carat sparkling diamond. I'm preparing the prongs here by cutting the seat so the fit of the center diamond is seamless. I'm polishing before setting the diamond because once it's set, you can't get back in there. I'm about to place the diamond into this setting, and you might notice a blue dot on one part of the diamond and a blue dot corresponding with the same spot on the setting. Now, I'm going to be placing the diamond right in alignment with that blue dot, which will be able to be wiped away later during the cleaning process. But I do that because I really want the facets to be lined up north, south, east, west. I don't want them to be tilted off to the side. This just gives a more harmonious placement between the diamond and the setting as a whole, rather than 2 separate pieces. And it just makes it more symmetrical, which I love being able to do for my clients. Now it's time to set this beauty in place. I'm using my parallel pliers to bring the prongs together so that it hugs the diamond evenly, and then a different pair of pliers to secure the prongs over the diamond. Now it's time to shape the prongs into my signature claw prongs that come to a point at the end, which visually brings your eye to focus primarily on the diamond rather than the round pieces of metal most commonly seen on rings. I use a pneumatic hammer to secure the prongs even more securely against the diamond. We're at the last step where I apply the final polish so that it shines with incredible brilliance. Check out the stunning result of precision craftsmanship. Now let's get back to Carrie to find out how this stunning ring came about.
My husband and I are doing a vow renewal on our anniversary, which is awesome. And we became Catholic this year, so we are doing it at our church. So it just kind of like helps symbolize our new life and our new beginning. And so we just wanted to have something special to kind of mark that milestone. And it's just so amazing.
Let me see it. Hold it up.
So pretty.
Oh my gosh.
Like, yeah. It's not too big, not too small. The bands are perfect. I know I was talking to you a lot about that because my old ring, the band was always felt very chunky, and I always wanted a really delicate look, and you achieved it. So thank you.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so when you saw the CAD rendering for the first time, that was really going to be the first time that you actually kind of can visualize how it was going to look. How did you feel once you saw that?
I was just amazed. I was like, well, if this is the CAD rendering, what's the real thing going to look like? And I showed it to one of my girlfriends, and she sent me this text, and she's like, it's stunning, like in all caps. And I'm like, well, this isn't even the real thing yet, but it like matched. It was actually better. When I opened it, I was a little nervous because I was like, what if it's too big? And I was a little nervous, and then I opened it and I was astounded because I was like, it's even better than I thought. And like, I wouldn't change a thing about it.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I always tell clients that as long as you love the CAD rendering, you're going to just absolutely love the final result. And I know that in advance, but you don't. So I appreciate you trusting me with that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was easy to trust you.
Thank you. I mean, speaking of trust, you're working with me. Was that nerve-wracking for you at all?
No, not at all, because I saw your work online, and like I started looking into this process like in, I don't want to say like 2016 is when I first saw your rings. I was like, well, maybe one day we can do an upgrade. And so it was really the perfect timing. And it feels really special because I know the time and the effort and the heart, most of all, that you put into this. And I can feel that just wearing it. So I spoke with a lot of other jewelers, and everything was very mass manufactured. And I'm a person that really likes quality and really values that. And I'll pay the extra money to have something like that. It's just really amazing knowing like each diamond was set perfectly, and just how seamless everything is. Like there's no gaps. And what I really noticed about the halo is that the diamonds aren't too large, so it's very delicate looking. And you know, it's a 2-carat diamond, so the diamonds around the halo were bigger. It might look a little bit too big for my liking. So it's so feminine and delicate, and that was like my number one thing. I was like, I just want it to be dainty, and I think that's your craftsmanship. It's just the right size and proportion to the actual center diamond. It's just so beautiful.
A lot of care was taken to make sure that happened, because as you said, if it looks off, it might feel like it's overpowering, and it's a 2-carat diamond, so it's not like it needs to, you know, be oomphed up and adding a lot of bulk to it. So really it's just enhancing the size of the center stone, and I'm glad that was achieved.
Yeah, and it's quite the upgrade from what I had, because I was trying to decide, do I want to use my current stone? We talked about that and just have you recreate the setting, but the diamond shape that I had was a cushion cut, and I took it to like 8 different local jewelers, and they're like, actually your diamond's a 1.25, but it faces up like a 1 and it's super deep. And that was the other thing that I noticed about this one. It's just so much lower profile. Like my other one was like way higher up, and it would get caught on things, and this just gives it a much more delicate look.
Yeah, absolutely. And finger height is so important, because you're right. If it is set too high, it starts to catch on things, but we also don't want to set it so low that it just feels flat on the finger. So the goal is to have a really nice balance of height and elevation off of the finger without affecting our daily lives and being impractical.
Right. And then even the engravings that you did in such a small little space, impressive. And just having that extra touch too just makes it really personalized for us too.
Yeah, I love the messages on the engravings that you selected. What I like to do is carve them into the setting, not do a surface engraving at the end. It's not just etched, it's embedded into the ring structure, you know, instead of just a surface engraving. I find that really meaningful. And that, coupled with the actual message that you chose to put in there, I think it's really beautiful.
Thank you. This is something we're gonna have, you know, forever. So
yeah, your diamond is stunning. It just sparkles so much. So I was thrilled.
I was looking at it compared to the other one. I'm like, oh, this is really an upgrade.
Yeah. But so with the other one though, it has so much meaning from when you first got engaged. So it does make sense that if you can hold on to it, and to know that you can pass that on, and just holding on to that meaning.
Yeah, I was really appreciative to work with someone who I could trust, who was my number one value in life is honesty. And you exude that. I mean, and I really didn't know who I could trust when I was talking to these other people. But yeah, that's the biggest difference, is just, you know, you're really honest, you were down to earth, you got back to me when I would email you, and I would look forward to the weekly updates. I was like, I'm gonna miss these once they're gone.
Yeah. I know, I love sending those. I'm like, I can't wait to tell her what's going on.
Yeah, and it builds excitement. And you know, even when you sent me the picture of you setting the diamond into the ring, I was like, this is so cool.
I love that. How did you and your husband meet?
We met through a mutual friend.
Okay.
She's a tea lover. And that year he bought her a teapot from Etsy, and I bought local tea. And then I gave her the tea, he gave her the teapot, and she goes, I think I need to introduce them. I've been wanting to introduce them for the longest time. So we met through her, and we knew very quickly that we wanted to be together.
Oh, I love that. I love that so much. Vanessa, oh my gosh, I just picked up the set. It is perfection. I knew my expectations would be exceeded, but wow, girl, you knocked it way out of the park. It's even better than I dreamed of. So sparkly and delicate and dainty and made with such craftsmanship. I wouldn't change a single thing. Thank you so much. I am truly honored to wear this. Kind regards, Carrie. Her message absolutely made my day. And if you're looking for your own custom ring, feel free to reach out to the studio at vanessanicole.com. I would love to learn more about what you're looking to create, and I would absolutely love to exceed your expectations with it. And if you liked this video, I would really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, since that is going to tell YouTube that this is something people should watch before getting their own custom ring. I mean, this channel, it honors meaningful relationships and creativity and an appreciation for the time that it takes to achieve fine craftsmanship through beautiful artistry. So by watching these videos here, you're surrounding yourself with these uplifting values that encourage excellence. And if those ideals resonate with you like they do me, definitely subscribe and leave a comment below saying hi. And in the meantime, I'm wishing for you a beautiful rest of your day. All right, take care. Bye.